I'm probably gonna say something that's gonna make a lot of people mad. You do not need a lot of money to start an event space business. And I'm talking little to no money. And I don't mean that in some superficial YouTube way when somebody says no money and then they tell you to go get a loan for like $2 million. No, I'm talking for real. I know people who started their first event space business with less than $2,000 in their pocket. $2,000 in New York City, and they did $10,000 their first month. So listen to me, if money is the reason that you have not started yet, this video is about to change your life. Sit down, let's get into it. Real quick, for anybody who's new here, my name is Waldron and I run and operate Event Space Elites, that's ESE for short, which is the #1 top rated event space coaching program in the country. Not in New York, not on the East Coast, in the entire country. Literally no other program in the world has as many success stories as us. And this is not me flexing for no reason. That's just facts that you can go look at the reviews right now and see. Now, I've been in this event space game for almost 5 years. I've had venues running in New York doing $150,000 a month. That's 3 locations, about $50,000 each. And I've helped hundreds of people across the country went from 0 to 10K, 20K, 38,000, $500,000 in a year in their event space businesses. So when I talk about starting with little to no money, I'm not theorizing here. I have lived it. I have watched it. I've seen it, okay? So keep that in mind as we go through this. Now, before I get into the actual strategies, and I've got about 5 of them for you today, real ones with real numbers, I need to talk to you about something first. Because if your mindset is not right, the tactics do not matter. And I'm gonna keep it very, very real with you guys. The #1 reason that people do not start an event-based business is not money. It's fear. It's lack of certainty. Money is just a story that fear tells itself so that it sounds logical. I see this all the time, right? Somebody DMs me like, Brian, I would start, but I just don't have the capital right now. And I go look at their Instagram and they just took a trip to Cancun or something like that. They just got new Jordans or whatever the case may be, right? They're eating out crazy, right? They popping bottles, they showing off, right? Like the money is there. It's just not being directed towards the thing that could change your situation. Now, look, I'm not judging anybody, right? Like I've been there. I've made the same mistakes. But here's what most people miss. They are calculating the cost of starting without calculating the cost of not starting. So let me give you some real math right quick. If you take the average event space, not some big, crazy, fancy ballroom manor, whatever the case may be, I'm talking a starter venue, that can do $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Let's be super conservative, right? Let's say $5,000 a month. That's $60,000 a year. Now you've been scared to start for 2 years, okay? That's $120,000 that you left on the table. You feel me? Like that's the actual cost. That's the real number. And here's the other thing. A lot of people think they need this massive, beautiful, perfect space before they can open. Wrong. Some of the most successful people in our program started in venues that needed some work. We had ourselves venues in areas that just weren't crazy or anything like that, and people still booked them out because once you decorate that space, once you put lights in there, once you put the settings in there, it looks amazing. So stop waiting for perfect. Perfect is the enemy of profitable. There is no lack of resources, only a lack of resourcefulness. Okay? Now, most people think that the sequence goes find a space, sign a lease, furnish it, then get clients, right? And that's super backwards. That is completely backwards. And that sequence is why people run out of money. I literally was just on a call with a guy who had put $100,000 in a property for 1,000 square feet. And I'm just like, dude, I haven't spent $100,000 across 5 properties. Before you sign a single lease, before you spend $1 on decor, go build a social media presence around your event space brand. Instagram, TikTok, it doesn't matter. You start posting content, you start collecting deposits. And here's where it gets very, very tactical. You can take deposits and bookings for a space that isn't fully operational yet, as long as you're transparent and give people a realistic move-in date. One of our students in Atlanta had bookings on the calendar before she even signed her lease. She used those deposits as part of her first and last month's rent. Boom, that's resourcefulness. And even simpler, some venues will do a pop-up arrangement. You could use the space for one event, one night. You charge your client, pay the space owner a flat fee, pocket the rest, no lease. No long-term commitment either. You're literally testing the market, building your reputation, collecting reviews before you've spent a dime on a permanent location. A lot of people look at a lease and think the number on the paper is the number. No, everything is negotiable. Everything. #1, free rent period, rent abatement. When you are signing a lease, especially for a commercial space that's been sitting vacant, ask for the first 1 to 3 months free, right? It doesn't hurt. A vacant space makes them no money. So you agreeing to a 1 or 2 year lease lease is worth something to them. That's $3,000 to $10,000 in savings right there. Number 2, tenant improvement allowance. The landlord gives you money or credit towards rent to fix up the space. I've seen people get 10, 20, 30, maybe even $50,000 in TI allowance. The landlord is literally funding your build out. Everybody wins. Number 3, we got percentage rent. Instead of a flat rent, you pay a percentage of the revenue, right? When you're slow, your rent is low. That's a much better position for when you're actually building. Now, I know you probably might be asking like, Brian, what if they say no? They say no. Okay, the space is still there. Rejection and negotiation literally costs you nothing, but one yes can literally save you thousands. People think that you need $30,000, $40,000 to furnish an event space, and you don't. Not when you're starting. You could use Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Just search event furniture, banquet chairs, folding tables, whatever the case may be. There's a ton of restaurants that are going out of business, venues that are going out of business, hotels that upgrade. I've seen people buy 50 Chiavari chairs for like $2,000, right? When brand new, they're like 10,000. And another thing, lighting is everything. You can take a completely bare room and transform it. String lights, up lighting, neon signs, a good set of up lights, $150 to $300. Neon sign, another $100 to $200 on Amazon, right? Pipe and drape, whatever the case may be. You can use all this stuff to build up your space and make it look like it's in a freaking magazine. And here's another thing, like this really should go without saying, but please rent before you buy. Your clients bring your own decor half the time anyway, right? Your job on day one is to just have the space. Reinvest as the revenue grows and goes on. Literally, one of our clients in Detroit, him and his wife started like $3,500 total for the build out, and then went on to do $15,000 a month. I'm not talking about borrowing from your cousin or anything like that. Like, this is just strategic capital. You can use business credit. If you don't have business credit built up, that needs to be a priority right now. Separate from this video, I've got a ton of other videos on it, but you can do it, right? You can get 0% intro APR, 12 to 15, maybe even 18 months interest free. That's literally like a free loan to launch your business. They got SBA microloans. Small Business Administration can literally fund your build out, fund your startup. They are a little bit harder to get, but they are out there. And the rates are way lower than personal loans. A lot of our clients have used these to fund their actual build out. Silent partners or investors. I'm not the biggest fan, but you'd be surprised how many people in your network would invest in something with a clear return. You find the space, you run it, they put up the capital, you split the profits. That might be an underrated strategy on the list, but I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all, right? Like, a lot of people are looking at spaces that are just too big for where they are right now. They wanna come out the gate with 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square feet, full catering, full kitchen, all the works, and then they can't afford it. So they never start. And that's backwards. Here's the truth. You can start with 1,000 square feet or less. You can start with one room. You can start with a garage conversion or a basement space if zoning permits. I've seen people run profitable event space businesses in spaces that you would not believe. What matters is not the size. It's the experience that you create inside of it, okay? 1,000 square foot property decorated right could go crazy. They can do 5,000. They can do 8,000. They can do 20,000. I've seen it. But you need the right strategy. Then you grow. You prove the concept, you stack the cash, and then you move up. That's how you build something that's absolutely sustainable, not by betting the farm on step one. Now, I'd be doing you super dirty if I didn't talk about the other side, because 40%, 2 out of 5 event spaces go out of business in their first year. Facts. That's a very real statistic. You can Google it. And I've seen people lose their savings, strain their relationships, and go through some crazy stuff because they went into the super blind. So here's what kills most event spaces early. Number 1, underpricing. They come in trying to be the cheapest option and they cannot make the math work. Do not race to the bottom. Price in at least the top third of your market and just justify it with great value. 2, they have no system. They're running every event themselves. They're handling every inquiry themselves. They're doing all the setup themselves. You didn't build this to give yourself another job. You need SOPs, standard operating procedures. From day one, you need an event attendant. You need a setup team. You want to automate as quickly as you can. 3, no marketing. This is ridiculous. They open the doors and just wait. This does not work. In 2026, if you do not have a marketing strategy, you are going to get flatlined. You are going to get crushed. I'm telling you, the shit that we are building in event space elites right now, literally the minute a lead comes into one of our clients' venues, they are getting automated, they're getting responded to, they're getting booked for tours, and they're getting sold. If you do not have your systems in place, you are going to get crushed by this. Let an ESE venue open up around the corner from you. It is game over. game over. Do not say that to scare you. I'm just telling you based on what is coming. The things with AI, like the learning curve in this business can literally cost you $100,000 in mistakes. And that is not theory. That is just what our clients tell us they saved by coming into the program. Look, if you got through this whole entire video, you're not casual, right? You're serious. You're the type of person who actually wants to build something. I've given you 5 strategies today, right? The revenue first model, negotiating your lease, bootstrapping the decor, the other people's money, starting smaller than you think. Any one of these on its own can change your trajectory. But all 5 together, this is an actual business. So if you're ready to stop watching and start doing, and I mean really do this with a full roadmap, with support, with a community of people who are in it just like you, that is what Event Space Elites is. We've got a step-by-step program, the vendor list, the contract templates, the build-out guides, the pricing structure, all of it, and a track record that nobody else in the space can even touch. So I want to give you a free gift. There is a free guide in the description that goes through the 7 steps to find, fund, and fill your very own event space. But if you are somebody who wants to go even further and even faster and take this to the next step without bumping your head, there's going to be a link on the following page where you can apply to book a call with us. You'll fill in some information and then we'll jump on a call, see what your goals are, what challenges you've encountered so far, and if we feel that we can help, we'll kind of lay out everything that we have to offer and you can go ahead and take a look from there and we can see if it's a good fit, and I'd be super excited to work with you. All right. My name is Brian Waldron. I'll talk to you soon.